Have you ever wanted more pleasure in your life? I think you've come to the right space. Hi, I'm Rachel, and I've been an intimacy coach for 10 years. So I decided to do this little series I like to call Days of Intimacy, where we focus on intimacy and pleasure and ways to incorporate that into your everyday life, especially for self. Day 5 is all around what is an orgasm. Now, internet, this is for educational purpose only. Please do not take down this content. Now, it is an important conversation, in my opinion, that we have this because in my line of work, one of the most prevalent questions I have from my prospective clients and current clients is, I'm not sure if I've ever had an orgasm. There is no shame and no embarrassment around this question. If you're unsure, it's more than likely that you haven't, but what would you know to expect if nobody ever taught you? So I actually have some very specific notes that I just want to read directly so that we can really get this information out there for sure. Now, if you're unfamiliar, what is an orgasm? Well, the actual literal definition of this would be a physical reflex that occurs when muscles tighten during sexual arousal and then relax through a series of rhythmic contractions. It's very sexy. In addition to being a physical release, it is also something that allows for you to feel closer or de-stress with yourself or with a partner. Okay. Now the brain actually releases some really important things during orgasm as well. One of them being oxytocin, friends. That is the love hormone. That is what promotes feelings of connection. It also releases dopamine, and dopamine is your feel-good neurotransmitter. This is something that's connected to your reward center. So you can see how these kind of are a little trifecta for the body. Okay. Now some orgasms focus on the vagina only, while others allow for you to experience a whole body sensation. And this is something that I really educate my clients on as well. Is when we're not receptive to pleasure, because especially for women, we've been very programmed that we should not be receiving that we're dirty girls if we're getting it. So when we first start experiencing pleasure, it's usually from that centralized area from the body. But as time progresses and we become more comfortable, it turns into a full pelvic floor experience, and then a whole lower body experience, and then a whole body experience as well. Now, one thing that's really interesting that we want to wrap this conversation up with is understanding that there are actually 11 ways to stimulate an orgasm on the physical body. 11, okay? I'm going to tell you all about them right here, and then we're going to break them down into the days of intimacy going forward. So number 1 would be a clitoral orgasm, one of the most popular, as vulva owners need 70% of us need that external stimulation to achieve the orgasm. So clitoral is definitely number 1. In addition, we have G-spot, blended, anal, deep vaginal erogenous zone, squirting, cervical, nipple, exercise or coregasm, in your sleep, and multiple orgasms. They are all completely different classifications and types of stimulations, and very, very wonderful to say the least. All right. So my advice to you at the end of this particular days of intimacy would definitely get to knowing your body as well as your partners, if you're up for that, for lots of fun homework. And if you want to learn a little bit more about these, they're about to be released anyway. So follow for more days of intimacy. Have a great day.